Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is back in session. Next case is cause number 331802. Case is style of State of Texas versus Jesse Earl Trailer. Mr. Trailer is present on Zoom. Mr. Trailer, would you please raise your right hand?
We up on 2.
Mr. Trailer, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Trailer, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Trailer?
I'm blessed.
That's good. Now, Mr. Trailer, you are represented here by your attorney Langston Adams. Mr. Adams, do you waive a record in Mr. Trailer's case?
Sir?
Mr. Adams, do you waive
Yes,
a
I
record?
do.
Okay.
Yes, I waive it.
Okay, Mr. Trailer, I
Yes,
have before
yes.
me a document that is titled Information. This information alleges that on or about April 6th of 2021, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class A misdemeanor offense of resisting arrest, search, transportation. Mr. Trailer, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, Mr. Trailer, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Did you do this one? And are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Trailer, I also have before me a document that is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishments. On page 2 of this document, Mr. Trailer, which is State's Exhibit 1, there are a set of initials, and the initials are on a line next to a box that's checked nola contendere, which means no contest. The initials are JT. Mr. Trailer, did you place your initials on this document?
Yes, sir.
On the next page of the same document, Mr. Trailer, there's a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. Mr. Trailer, did you also sign this document?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Trailer, on the next document that is titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, there's also a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. And Mr. Trailer, did you sign this document?
Yes, sir.
And I have another document here, Mr. Trailer, on paper that is titled the Discovery Certification. There's a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. Mr. Trailer, did you also sign this document?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Trailer, before you signed and initialed all of these documents that I've just mentioned to you, did your attorney, Mr. Adams, go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir, he did.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Trailer, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. State, you like to offer States 1?
Yes, Your Honor. State offer States 1.
And State's Exhibit number 2. You like to offer State's Exhibit number 2 as well?
Yes, Your Honor. State offer States 1 and 2.
Mr. Adams, do you have any objections?
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Adams, I think take your mic off of mute. Do you have any objections? You was breaking up.
No objection.
Okay, no objection. State's Exhibit number 1 will be, and State's Exhibit number 2 will be admitted. Mr. Adams, you've advised in counsel, Mr. Trailer, is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
None.
Mr. Trailer, your attorney, Mr. Adams, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Trailer, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
We do, Your Honor.
And what is that agreement?
In exchange for defendant's plea of no contest, the state is recommending confinement and for a period of 60 days. The state is asking that the court give defendant credit for the 60 days already spent in jail, making this a time served plea. As for court costs, Your Honor, the state is asking that the court use the time to to time served to both tax and retire the court costs. And Your Honor, I also recognize that I need to sufficiently put tax and retire and time served on the plea agreement
Okay, that's fine.
at the top of it.
Okay. Mr. Trailer, the state is offering that you serve 60 days in the Jefferson County Jail. He said, I don't see a time served on it.
Yeah, he said he still has to fix it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Mr. Trailer, the state is offering that you serve 60 days in the Jefferson County Jail. However, you've already served 60 days in Jefferson County Jail. Therefore, you'll be given credit for time served. The court cost in this case, Mr. Trailer, is $327, but you will not have to pay the $327 because the time that you spent in jail has already paid it off. Therefore, the court costs will be taxed and retired. Mr. Trailer, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Trailer, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Mr. Trailer, if there's nothing else holding you in jail, you should be getting out today. Please knock on the door and follow the bailiff, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Derek Meadows. Derek, Derek Meadows. Is that it? Right here.
Mr. Meadows is present, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court is in session, number 332202. The case is styled the state of Texas versus Derek Earl Meadows. Mr. Meadows, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Meadows, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Meadows, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Meadows, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Meadows?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Meadows, you're here represented by your attorney, Attorney Langston Adams. Attorney Adams, do you waive a record in Mr. Meadows' case?
Yes.
Mr. Meadows, I have before me a document that has been filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. This document is titled Information. This information alleges that on or about February 15 of 2022, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class A misdemeanor offense of possession of a controlled substance. Mr. Meadows, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, Mr. Meadows, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Now, you pleaded no contest freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges? Are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Meadows, I have before me a document that is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishment. On page 2 of this document, there's a set of initials that are on a line next to a box that's checked nolla contingere, which means no contest. Mr. Meadows, did you place your initials on this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 3 of the same document, Mr. Meadows, there is a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. Mr. Meadows, did you also sign this document?
Yes, sir.
On the next document, Mr. Meadows, that is titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, there's also a signature below a line that is titled Defendant. Mr. Meadows, did you also sign this document?
Yes, sir.
At the top of the same document, Mr. Meadows, there are 2 boxes that are checked. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The second box that's checked states that you are waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Meadows, I also have a document here. This document is titled Discovery Certification. Mr. Meadows, there's a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. Mr. Meadows, did you also sign this document?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Meadows, before you signed and initialed all of these documents that I've just mentioned to you, did your attorney, Mr. Adams, go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Meadows, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit Number 1 and State's Exhibit Number 2, the probable cause affidavit. State, you'd like to offer States 1 and 2?
Yes, Your Honor, state offers states 1 and 2.
Any objections?
Are there any
None.
significant?
No objections. States Exhibits 1 and 2 are admitted. Mr. Adams, you've advised in counsel, Mr. Meadows, is there any evidence that he's currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No.
And Mr. Meadows, your attorney, Mr. Adams, has advised in counsel, are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided fully effective and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Meadows, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
We do, Your Honor.
And what is that agreement?
In exchange for the defendant's plea of no contest, the state is recommending confinement for a period of 45 days. The state is asking that the court give defendant credit for the 45 days previously spent in jail, making this a time served plea agreement, Your Honor. As for court costs, the state is asking that the court use the time served to both tax and retire the court costs, Your Honor.
Mr. Meadows, the state is offering that you serve 45 days in Jefferson County Jail. However, you would not have to serve any more time in the Jefferson County Jail because you've already served 45 days in Jefferson County Jail. Therefore, you'll be given credit for time served. The court cost in this case, Mr. Meadows, is $327, but you will not have to pay the $327 court cost in this case because the time that you spent in jail has already paid it off. Therefore, the court cost will be taxed and retired. Mr. Meadows, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir. I sure do.
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir. I sure do.
Mr. Meadows, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Mr. Meadows, if there's nothing else holding you in jail, you should be getting out today. Mr.
Awesome.
Meadows, this will conclude your case. You're free to go and you have a blessed day.